What's up, YouTube? This your boy, Big Boy Facts Johnny. Tonight I'm gonna do my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. So you guys can hit that like button, helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 4K. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And let's get started. Now, Smackdown itself was a decent show. It was okay for what it was. That's all I gotta say. Nothing too crazy happened on Smackdown. But anyway, in-ring segment, Jey Uso. This was a good segment right here. Jey says last week his brother Jimmy disrespected the head of the table. This week they have to handle some family business. Jey introduced the Universal Champion, the head of the table, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman join Jey in the ring. Roman Reigns says he is going to address Cesaro first. Roman Reigns says he's actually like Cesaro. He's a top tier talent. You could even say he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. Roman Reigns is so much more than a wrestler. WWE, Smackdown, and Fox do not want someone like Cesaro as a world champion in the face of Smackdown. Cesaro has had 0 title match. Heyman informs Reigns that Reigns has had 39. Roman Reigns says it's time to move on to Jimmy. Jimmy interrupts Reigns before Reigns can speak. Jimmy is wearing a shirt that says nobody's you know what. Jimmy says all he hears is Reigns babbling in the ring while his brother is standing there like Roman Reigns you know what. Jimmy asks Jey if he's like his shirt. Jimmy adds that he has one in the back for Jey, and if he's ready to get back on the right team. Jimmy says he's not even sure if Reigns is going to make it past Cesaro Sunday. Roman Reigns asks Jimmy if he really doesn't think he can beat Cesaro. Jimmy says no. Reigns wants to know if Jimmy thinks he could take his place. Jimmy says no, but he could if he had his brother by his side. They could do it together. If the Usos win the tag titles and Reigns lose the Universal title, doesn't that make them the head of the table? Reigns goes nuts yelling about how Jimmy is who he is and Reigns is who he is. Jimmy could never do what Reigns does. Reigns laughs and tells Jimmy to do it. Reigns says he will give it all to Jimmy if he can beat Cesaro tonight. Jimmy laughs. Jimmy turns to the stage and challenges Cesaro to a match tonight. Cesaro walks out on the stage and accepts the challenge. Cesaro says he is going to beat Jimmy tonight and Reigns on Sunday for the title. Now I love the storyline between the Usos and the head of the table and the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I love the storyline. It's fantastic. Alright, but let's move on. So we get WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. So we get Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax accompanied by Reginald versus Natalya and Tamina. This match I did not really pay attention to, but I just want to say congratulations to Natalya and Tamina for winning the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It's hard for me to be invested, but it doesn't really mean anything. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, it says Reginald distracts Tamina, which allows Jack to run over her. Jack beats Tamina into her corner. Baszler tags in but gets double teamed by Natalya and Tamina. Reginald gets on the apron again, but the referee sees him and ejects him from ringside. Nia Jax Samoa draws Tamina into the barricade. Baszler leads Natalya in the face back in the ring. Baszler only gets a near fall. After the break, Baszler and Jack are taking turns working over Natalya. Tamina is still outside the ring. Tamina rolls into the ring as Nia Jax is covering Natalya. Tamina body slams Baszler on top of Nia Jax to break up the pin. After a series of tags, Tamina fires up and goes up top. Baszler tries to lock Baszler in the ankle lock while she's up top. Tamina stomps Baszler into the mat. Tamina goes up top. Jack tags in and cuts Tamina off. Baszler tries to get involved, but Natalya German suplexes her outside the ring. Samoa drop by Natalya as Jack is still on the mat. Tamina dives off the top and hits a Super 5 splash for the win. The winners and new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Natalya and Tamina. Okay then, let's move on. After the match, Natalya says she is proud of Tamina, and this is for anyone who has ever been told they can't do it. Tamina thanks the fans for their support. Natalya and Tamina celebrate. Okay, let's move on. In-ring segment, Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. Crews says Aziz has been such a good soldier and helps him bring honor back to the Intercontinental Championship. Crews says he may be in the Intercontinental Champion forever. Crews gives Aziz the Nigerian Medal of Honor. Big E appears on the Tigertron and says he's not done with Crews and he's going to take back his title. Sami Zayn walks down to the ring. Sami Zayn says Crews should give him a shot at his Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens walks to the ring and a brawl breaks out. Kevin Owens hits a few stunners. Big E runs down to the ring and drops Kevin Owens with a big ending. Aziz saves Apollo Crews from the big ending. So we get Dolph Ziggler versus Rey Mysterio. Okay, this was a quick match. After the bit of back and forth, Ziggler lands a super kick as Mysterio is trying to set up the 619. Ziggler slams Mysterio. Ziggler tries another, but Mysterio turns it into a small package for the win. The winner of the match, Rey Mysterio. So Rey Mysterio beat Dolph Ziggler. Rey Mysterio beat Dolph Ziggler 2 weeks in a row. But anyway, this Sunday you gonna have the Dirty Dogs, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Wood have to drop the Smackdown Tag Team Champions to Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio this Sunday at WWE WrestleMania Backlash. But anyway, let me continue. After the match, Rude tries to attack Mysterio, but Dominic makes the save. Alright, let's continue. So we get in-ring segment, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is in the ring with Michael Cole. Michael Cole asks Bianca Belair how she is feeling going into her first title defense against Bayley. Belair says she gets a lot of haters because the way she shines. Belair asks where's Bayley is. Cole says he knew Belair was going to ask that after Bayley attacks last week. Bayley appears on the Tigertron and mocks Belair. Belair wants to know where Bayley is. Bayley says she isn't anywhere near the arena after Belair attacked her last week. Belair says when she gets her hands on Bayley Sunday is going to be the roughest and quickest victory yet. Belair says Bayley is really mad because Bayley was busy getting thrown down the ramp by the Bella twins while Belair was main eventing WrestleMania and winning the title. Bayley says when she sees Belair in her stupid shiny gear, it reminds her of her past. Bayley says she knows from experience that Belair's fairy tale would not end well. So we get Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a decent match. Corbin tries a suplex, but Nakamura needs his way out of it. Nakamura hits a spin kick. Corbin crawls to the corner. Good vibrations by Nakamura. Nakamura missed a strike in the corner. Corbin floors Nakamura with a right hand. Corbin works over Nakamura. Nakamura surprises Corbin with the leaping side kick. Nakamura lands a series of strikes. Nakamura locks Corbin in an armbar. Corbin tries to powerbomb his way out of it. Nakamura holds on to the armbar. Corbin sits out and traps Nakamura in a pinning combination for the win. The winner of the match, King Corbin. Corbin throws Nakamura out of the ring to put his crown back on and celebrate. Nakamura gets back in the ring and floors Corbin with another kick. Shinsuke Nakamura hits the Kinshasa. Nakamura puts on Corbin's crown. Backstage, Apollo Crews and Aziz barge into Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville's office. Apollo Crews complains about being disrespected. Sonya Deville tells Apollo Crews to be careful because Adam Pearce may make him fight all of them at once, like he did Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Pearce says that that's a good idea. Next week, Apollo Crews will defend the Intercontinental title against Big E, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens in a fatal four-way match. Okay, let's move on. So we get backstage. Nakamura posed with Corbin's crown. Aleister Black tells us more of his story. Trial by fire can either cleanse or consume you. Fathers taught Black the lesson. Black was wrong for fighting his true nature. He is a cruel man because you deemed it so. Black says he could help us, but he won't. Backstage, Jimmy says it wasn't his idea. He thought his first match would be a tag match with his brother, but isn't. Jimmy says he's been watching his brother do all the work. Roman Reigns says he doesn't need Jay, but he does. So we get Jimmy Uso versus Cesaro. This was pretty good main event. It says Cesaro flips out an armbar and lands a dropkick. Cesaro catches Jimmy Uso in midair for a slam. Jimmy Uso acts like he re-injured his knee after a leapfrog. Jimmy Uso kicks Cesaro in the gut and hits a slingshot Samoan drop for a near fall. Jimmy Uso pounds on Cesaro. Cesaro deadlift suplex Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso hits a dragon whip for a near fall. Cesaro avoids a hip attack by Jimmy Uso. Cesaro misses a spear in the corner and hits his head on the ring post. Cesaro falls out of the ring. Jimmy Uso hits a suicide dive. After the break, Jimmy Uso goes up top. Cesaro cuts Jimmy Uso off with a European uppercut. Superplex by Cesaro. Jimmy Uso kicks out. Jimmy Uso rolls out of the ring. Cesaro hits a running cannonball. Jimmy Uso ends up laying against the barricade. Cesaro destroys Jimmy Uso with the European uppercut. Roman Reigns attacks Cesaro as he is getting back in the ring to cause a disqualification. The winner by disqualification, Cesaro. After the match, Jimmy yells at Reigns. Jimmy says Roman Reigns had to make everything about him. Jimmy Uso says he has Cesaro. Roman Reigns follows Jimmy Uso up the ramp. Cesaro attacks Jey Uso in the ring. Roman Reigns yells at Jimmy to help Roman Reigns. Tries to save Jey Uso, but Cesaro caught him with a series of European uppercuts. Roman Reigns ends up outside the ring. Jimmy gets on the apron. Cesaro super kicks him off the apron. Cesaro drives Jey Uso with the neutralizer. Cesaro begs Roman Reigns to come save his cousin. Roman Reigns just watches. Cesaro crushes Jey Uso with another neutralizer. Alright, and Smackdown goes off the air. Anyway, overall, Smackdown was a decent show. That's all I gotta say. But I cannot wait until WWE WrestleMania Backlash. So I'm gonna do a review about WWE WrestleMania Backlash this Sunday. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Smackdown review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 4K. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. You guys have a great weekend. Have a great night. Stay safe. Stay strong. And remember, always stay positive. Big Boy Facts Johnny. I'll talk to you guys later. And I'll see you guys this Sunday on my WWE WrestleMania Backlash review and highlights. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. And I'm out of here.